Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Millionaire Gaming. So today we're doing a Skate 4 wishlist today. We are very much anticipating this. I am with Triobitz. We haven't seen him in a little bit, so yeah. Are you ready for this, my dude?
Yes, I am excited to talk about this.
So before we get started, you want to tell them what you've been up to? I know, life happens, and yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have seen on my channel, I've been doing live music shows, getting myself out there more. I started making my own merch, making my own CDs, stuff like that. It's just been a grind for the music really lately, and being graduated has also been something going on. So my life has just been really busy lately, but I'm glad to be back on the court with Millionaire Gaming because it always feels like home when I do that. It's really nice, and we're talking about a really cool topic today that I'm excited about.
Oh yes, me too, man, me too. So I think for environmental wise for the wish list, I'm gonna have to say the first thing I want is a day and night cycle. Honestly, I just as Skate 1, 2, and 3 really only had a day cycle, except for the DLC on, Skate 3, where it's the sanatorium, where the entire state of Sandvan and New Sandvan and Port Carverton are mostly sunny. So I'm very much, hoping that they're going to implement a day and night cycle. What about you, man?
I am right with you on that day and night cycle wish because I don't believe now. I'm probably wrong, or I might not be wrong, actually. I don't believe any skateboarding game has a day and night cycle. Like you said, the sanatorium was nighttime. And, people could also say, well, Tony Hawk, but, like, it would stay day if you didn't do all the goals. The daytime only changed when you did goals, and then it gradually changed. I don't think there was ever a skate game where you could skate around, and it would gradually, over time, turn into day and night.
I think maybe Underground 2 and American Wasteland, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But
either way, a day and night cycle would be fairly nice.
It would definitely be cool.
So I would say on the second part, I think, a weather change would be really nice. That would be my number 2. Granted, it's always sunny and minimal clouds, but, I would love to see, like, maybe some rain, maybe some clouds. Nothing, like, too drastic, like, how Forza has, like, the sandstorms and stuff. But I would love to see, like, maybe a summer, like, kind of aesthetic, maybe a little bit of rain, like, from spring. Maybe the plants changing in fall, stuff like that. That's how I would, really honestly love to see the game, include, and just, like, that's how I wanted to do it. What about you, man? Would you implement that?
That's another thing that's on my wish list. I agree with you on, because I think it would be cool to have weather restrictions. And what I mean by that is, like, say that you want to grind a specific object, but it's sunny. You have to go to a skate shop and get wax now and wax it. But if it's raining, it's wet, and you don't need to use wax. That would be a cool implementation for realism, which is another thing on my wish list. So I think that would actually make it really interesting. And if board wear and tear, which is another wish thing that I have, is applied to this game, your board would deteriorate faster if you rode it more in the rain. That's another thing. So weather could make a lot of different cool possibilities and features. Just by simply adding rain would make a lot of cool features.
Including on features, I think the third one would probably be best saying character customization. Colored hair, creative hairstyles, clothing, attire, accessories, tattoos, piercings, height, weight, etc., etc. I don't want it to be, ridiculous, but, if you want to make a character look like an alternative lifestyle person, like piercings and shit, tattoos, edgy hair, stuff like that. I would love to see this kind of stuff on this game. I would love to see, the quality, like, say, if you wanted a nose ring, have that. If you wanted to have purple hair, have that, stuff like that.
I think that would be cool. I also think that for, like, personalization, they should bring back, well, I guess, yeah, it would be bring back, because to newer skate fans probably don't know this, but when Skate 3 first came out, you could add custom images into the game to put on clothes and boards and stuff. I think that adding back custom images would be a cool feature. Maybe you could use an app on your phone and get the images from your phone onto the game. That would be really, really sick. And
imagine having the frickin' Unknown Pleasures album frickin' as a shirt. That'd be nice.
Exactly. Too. You could do anything like that, you know? You could put any skate brand, any album, any band shirt, any picture of yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like, anything would be really cool to have. And I also think that they should add more hairstyles to the game, because the hairstyles were kind of lame. Like, they only had one long hair option for men, and it was just like one look, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like they could have had more. It would have been cool. So, hopefully that's added, and, you know, hair physics, you know, your hair will flop when you do flips this time instead of stay straight.
Yeah, I agree. So, another thing that I really hope that they include is an open world. Not saying, like, you know, Skate 3 where it's divided into divisions, but like Skate 2 and 1. Like, nothing like Breath of the Wild kind of size. You know, that's a little ridiculous in my opinion. Just enough where you can explore, find secret spots, as well as many other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would be a good addition too, because like then you could skate more freely, because it was really annoying when I was in the city in Skate 3 and I wanted to skate at the Carvertron skate park and I had to like load into the college district. It was really annoying. And obviously I get back on the 360 PS3 era, there were some hardware limitations that kept them from being able to keep all of this into one map, but I definitely think that it would be cool just to have one big map. Yes. And hopefully this is the best map that we get.
I agree.
Because I always remembered when playing Skate 3 that I was always like, man, I wish I could play Skate 3 but in the full map of Skate 2 because it was so much better. I don't know.
So, on that topic, what do you think of, like, bringing back glitches? But, like, nothing says Skate 3, like, having glitches, you know, speed glitches, height glitches, the ability to go to places that you're not able to access, kind of stuff like that, you know, doing the Super Dude glitch on, Skate 2, just kind of jumping into, like, areas that you're not supposed to, or, like, skating on the water. That's how I used to, like, glitch and shit.
Yeah, I'm hoping that glitches stay in the game, because the reason that the glitches in Skate 3 are so popular is because that game isn't really supported anymore, so there's no one patching them. So the only worry I have is like all these cool glitches that come out in Skate 4 might get patched on updates and stuff, which I guess would make sense for online play fairness, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of adding, like, a little bit of fun? Like, you know how, like, on certain games, like, on Skate 3, you can board whack someone, or, like, punch someone on Skate 3, and then...
Yeah, I think they should have that still. Especially with parkour, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, and I say that with, also bringing back Mongo Core or security guards and stuff. Like, I just like that, or that one person that has, like, the taser, and they shoot you if you antagonize them so hard.
Yeah, I think that bringing back security guards would make a whole new part of the game, because at the original games, that 1 and 2 that they were in, it was annoying because, like, you only could really skate away. Like, you could run away, but, like, the running in that game was so awkward in the first 2 games. I feel like with the parkour aspect, it would be so much more fun to run away from security guards or from police or whatever they add as the enemy of the game. But that would add a completely new aspect with the parkour element.
I agree. So
maybe different tiers of who you get to, who's chasing after you.
Yeah. What do you think of bringing a park editor? Like, not to the extent of, like, I don't know, I would say Skate 3, but more not limitations, but, like, you know, seeing stuff from, like, all the skate games, as well as bringing back stuff, even, like, the stuff that had Skate It had on it, like roads, cars, grass. Think of more of, like, a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater editor, but not as chaotic.
Yeah, I definitely think that they should bring back being able to edit things because it's really fun.
Yeah, and creating your own park, it just seems right for this kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You could have half a skate park, half a parkour park. Like, people could make so many cool things. I remember when people would make, like, cool real-life things like the Fantasy Factory, stuff like that. Like, that would be really sick to have again, to have people edit that stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. So, this one is probably going to be on it anyway, but what do you think of the graphics? I would say, due to the fact that we're getting new consoles like the PlayStation 5 as well as the Xbox Series X as well as PC, I'd like to see some high dynamic range on the scenery, as well as detail on the clothes, the characters, like fingernails, facial scars, facial hair, tattoos, and shit like that. Or showing on the skateboard the grip tape, the bearings spinning, as well as trucks having grind marks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really hope they do that because with the new consoles, they have so many opportunities to do that.
Yeah, especially because you know how they have ray tracing and stuff. I mean, why not?
You know, me being a psychotic, I hope that... I always hated how, like, in Skate 3, and I'm pretty sure it was in the other games too, but I don't want to say it was and be wrong. How, like, if you fell off your board and hit your head, when you respawned, your body was completely destroyed. Like, it made no sense. Like, you hit your head and your arms are all scratched up. I'm hoping that they have realistic cuts and realistic, like, bruising. Like, if you fall and hit your arm, it bruises. If you fall and scrape your arm or, like, fall into glass, it cuts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes more sense. Like,
Yeah.
it's more realistic. If you hit your head, only your head is damaged. If you're wearing glasses and you fall forward, maybe your glasses can shatter. You know,
Yeah.
maybe your hat falls off. I don't know. Something like that would be a cool aspect. And shoe wear and tear, too. A lot of games don't combat that. Not even Session does, and they do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I agree
But
with that, man, because I would love to
no
see,
one's-
you know,
yeah.
body wear and tear as well as, you know, like, or if you're doing like a hardcore like downhill stuff and your pants like on your pant leg grips, you know, stuff like that. Little insignificant details like that, I would love to see.
Yeah, because, like, no skateboard games ever really, like, touched on shoe wear and tear, which is crazy to me because it's such a common thing in the skateboarding community that, like, yeah, your shoes get screwed up, you gotta put shoe goo on them and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. So, on to number 9. As you know, I don't really use the like the camera features and stuff, but I would love
Yeah.
to see, like, you know, the replay editor still, you know, still there, as well as, you know, an improvised video editor, like adding lens filters, free roam camera, and many other things. I would love to see that kind of stuff.
Me too. That would be really cool to have again because some people can make really cool videos with that. There's definitely something else on this list that I really hope comes back because it's so iconic, and I'm sure you know this. Well, of course you know this. Hall of Meat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I want Hall of Meat to come back. Not only the feature, but the challenges too, because there was just something so fun about, like, just, like, doing that. I don't know why. I just really thought Hall of Meat was cool, and it would be even cooler with newer graphics too. Maybe they can make a cooler, like, look, you know, to how it looks, like bones shatter a little bit, something like that. I don't know, something similar to Sniper Elite, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So I think for the last one, but there's gonna be some bonus stuff if we have time. So I say for the last one because everybody's gonna talk about it. Trickling, comp, as well as realism. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Choose how you want to play, as well as let others play as they want to as well. Personally, I just go how I do it. I don't care, you know. I don't do trick lining. I don't do comp. I just do me, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to see that kind of stuff as well. What about you?
Me too. I want people to be able to like play how they want. Like I personally, so I'm not like a trick liner, nor am I a completely 100% realistic person. I like a mix. I like how you can do tricks that are not as common to be able to do in real life on the skate games, but I also don't like going too crazy and doing like flips and then going like 80 miles and like doing like all these flips, and you know what I mean. Like I don't like trick lining personally. I mean, not that I don't like it, but I don't like doing it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I also don't like too much realism. I like realism